Hey everyone, this is Lonnie. I hope all you red pandas out there have a great day so far, because you are listening out there, and I'm back with another episode of Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. Actually though, not only one but two, because I was told by Pirate Alex Iki-Rei as well, Yaman, that I should make a double episode of this, because it's episode 6 have quite a cliffhanger. So I decided to do that, and I must say it was a blast, and definitely worth watching. But before I do talk more about these episodes, I will take a little break here, so I won't spoil any of these episodes for you that have to watch it maybe. So here's a little bit of an artist promotion with Iki-Rei, my girlfriend Cicely. Be sure to check her out, because she has made some amazing work, and here is some of her art based on some of my characters actually. So yeah, be sure to visit her for more amazing art, and links to that is in the description box. And this episode, we're gonna start right away with episode 6. Well, actually, before I actually do that, before I talk about that, is to talk about a bit, because all the comments I got, and talking about this, first of all, I want to talk, the woman that I assumed was assassin in episode, that we saw in episode 5, I think it was. It's not the assassin, people told me, and I was actually very surprised, because the first thing that popped to my mind was an assassin, like a ninja or something like that. But I was told she's not a fucking assassin, someone even wrote, and I was like, really? What is she then? Because apparently she's not caster, since we see that in episode 6 and 7. Make me wonder, I mean, what roles do we have? We have seen Berserker, we have seen Saber, we have seen Caster, and we have seen Assassin. Though I don't know if he counts, as we mentioned in the scene, since he is summoned by Caster. So I'm not sure. But since everyone says she is not an assassin, I guess what do we have left? We have like Rider and now I don't remember all the classes and types we had in this, but I do remember Rider and... Okay, I'm gonna try to actually think... Archer we of course seen as well, from Fate Zero. What we had Caster, we had Saber, we had Rider, we had Archer, and we had Berserk, and we had Assassin of course. And who was a lot? Because there's 7 of them. I don't remember, but yes, so I don't know yet what this woman is for a class, nor who she is, because I was told she is not assassin, she is not Japanese, and she's not a ninja or some sort, so that is scratching all my the little fairies I can create, and leaving 3 names for me that I've been thinking on, that this can be, or something similar, because I'm really serious, I love this. Even if you do all the, you probably sit there like, we do know the answers. Oh, go and try us, Sililana. Go and try. Try find out who she is. Even when people said that she, her name and all that won't be revealed in Fate Stay Night, but she apparently will appear in the movie, and that is really cool actually. But so far the 3 things I have on this woman is first, when I'm thinking, because Alex Iki-Rei gave me a couple of hints, like why does she have the blindfold is a good is part of that. So I was like, who has blindfold? I mean, first of all, the main thing I get to think is, you know, like people that have clairvoyance and things like that, you know, old scryers and things like that. You can see the future, things like that. But skipping that. One thing that came to my mind was Lady of Justice, because she's wearing a blindfold, because it represents that the justice is blind, and she had this little scale, you know, and a sword, and that I actually thought that fit kind of well actually with she's using chains and all that, and the weird sword thing. Second one was thinking of was Medusa, because, you know, I assume other thing is, like, you know, in I was thinking actually on some other manga anime that they cover the eyes, like as soon as they take it away, they like turn things to stone or something like that. Some character or some mythological figure with powerful eyes that can do something, and Medusa is one of these. But honestly, it doesn't make sense in that sense. But then again, we do know that Medusa is a stoner. Ha ha ha. Sorry. the first thing I got the idea was, when I was thinking Medusa, I was thinking, yeah, you know, old Greece mythology. And actually started thinking of a Cyclops, you know? Having one eye and covered up because hiding their identity. I mean, obviously, if you see one eye, that is a Cyclops. And of course, before you say, but Cyclops was a male in the stories. But then again, we have seen Arthur is actually female here, so we don't know. And then again, Cyclops probably would be a berserker if ever appearing, and this Cyclops would be probably one-eyed and very, very hot. Sorry, that was just creepy. But yes, so I honestly still don't know who or what she actually is, and that's driving me insane. I mean, I could easily Google it, definitely, but honestly, I avoid all of that things because for me, I love historical things, I love history and all that, so I'm really trying to learn and read and things over the time. So I'm trying to. So this for me is like, who is it? Who is hiding behind door number 1 or something like that? Oh god. But so yeah, I'm still trying to figure out who she is with the little hints I have gotten, like the blind and something. I mean, I was thinking like something that is blind as well, famous blind figures. But the only thing that came to my mind was Helen Keller, but I don't think that would be her. It would be interesting, though. But like, wow, plot twist! I never saw that coming. But yes. Jumping though, terrible sorry for that, but jumping to episode 6. And it was really sweet to see. I mean, I'm terrible sorry for all the interruption I got there, because it became a bit there, but still, see, she is like he's an open asshole about, I'm an asshole and I'm gonna be very open direct about it. I'm an asshole, and nobody likes, okay. Some people do like him apparently, because for reasons, probably not for his personality. But seriously, that was so. I mean, usually masters are very, very keen to not reveal themselves, but he was very like that. But that makes you actually wonder: is he really, really the master? Because it feels like it was a bit too, like, you know, I'm a monster, screaming, I'm a monster. And then again, I tried to actually see, but I didn't really get to see good reviews in the hand. But I didn't really think I saw any marks. So maybe he is just a decoy. And Sakura is the real master because Gilgamesh talked to her, and I started to get so many weird theories in my head right now. It's so weird, and all this, and then and one thing that caught my eye was as well the interaction between like Shiro. I mean, seriously, he started to get surrounded by very, very cute girls. So we have like Rin, Sakura, and Arthuria, and it's like a little harem, I say. But seriously though, since Shinji doing that was like, what? What? Okay, that was unexpected, but who, then again, I don't really know who his servant is. Was it the woman with the blindfold? Or was it the caster? Because the caster talked about, yeah, I'm using my own master, because she mentioned that. And now I wonder who the heck is her master? And the crazy thing is that she summoned an own servant! What kind of bullshit is that? That is crazy! Oh my fucking god, seeing the assassin was really unexpected. And it's pretty interesting because I read a little bit about this servant that's, well, not read about the servant, but rather about Kojiro Sasaki, because I got interested in that and actually Google up on reading about his history rather than the characters. I haven't read on about him in Fate, but I really got curious about who this character and this person was in history, and it's really cool. I mean, that is something I really love with Fate, because it gets me like, I never heard about this person, but now I get in reading about this guy, and I mean, that is so cool because in this fighting when he fought Saber, he used technique that is based on swell and all that, and he actually had a technique that was known as like the swallow cut or swallow reversal return or something like that. And that is really cool because they actually take historical correct things from the past and make it a bit different, of course, but adding it. So all these things are based on history and all that, and I think that is so really cool. And then of course seeing Caster. Who the fuck is Caster? Apparently, first of all, she apparently don't like to be called witch. That is obvious. She got very pissed about that when Archie called her witch. But I assume she is some sort of a witch. I'm not entirely sure though. But who? I mean, there is a couple of famous witches like Morgan Le Fay, we have Sirke, and probably the Grey Sisters, I think, was a little group of witches. But I don't know, because apparently she could control time within her own zone, so to speak, her safe space, I guess. But oh my fucking... And seeing these fights, my god, it is so freaking awesome. And then Archie like, yeah, Shiro, terrible sorry about your naive. What? We're gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. Though I honestly don't think Archie really went in to kill Shiro, because I'm pretty sure if Archie wanted to kill Shiro, he wouldn't stand a chance. There is no chance in heaven Shiro, at least at this point, would have a chance against Archer. Or any servant for that matter. So I think Archer is, you know, he's like, yeah, we're holding a little bit back. I gotta cut up your back a bit, man. This gave me so many questions about it. And then you get to see the dream thing when he cut Shiro. I don't know if that was Shiro or if it was Archer or if it was both, and as well Rin, because it gave you seeing him standing there on the hill. Billions of swords. Kind of reminds me of the scene of, you know, from Fate Zero when King Arthur, well, Arturia stands on the hill with full of swords and corpses and all that. I'm gonna say that I'm really curious about it. But my gosh. But yes, I will be back with more Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works very soon, of course, but seriously, because this was freaking amazing. I love this. So thank you everyone for watching so far. Remember to comment, share, subscribe, and like for more. And I will be back with more and hopefully can keep up and making a bit faster pace. So I'm gonna see if I can make it 2 days a week. But on this Monday I start working again because I had a bit of vacation. So hopefully I will be able to do that. But yes, I will be back with more. So thank you everyone. See you later on. I'm also Aldo. Have a continued super great day.